realise most of the time. Live now? Okay, terrific. Well done. Is that better? Good to go? Okay. So look, today's health stats, we've had one case identified, international traveller in hotel quarantine. So we've got 13 active cases, all under control, being treated in Queensland. Thanks to all those 3,500 Queenslanders who were tested in the last 24 hours, we're now at 170,000 vaccinations across Queensland and rising, so that's good to see. Look, a couple of things I'll talk about today. We're great to be out here at the Everton Park Linkway. This is a $30 million piece of infrastructure fully funded by the Palaszczuk Labor State Government. It is a fantastic new piece of roadway and infrastructure on the north side. 60 local jobs, and what it does is it connects South Pine Road with Stafford Road so much better. It avoids what's a pretty awkward intersection there at the moment, to be kind. I think a lot of people have probably got more colourful words to say about it than awkward, but it means you can bypass that intersection altogether. So it'll take the pressure off that. And what we're seeing is it's been opened. There's a couple of little last-minute tidy-ups. This is a project that was cut under the Newman government, and one that's really needed here in the northwest part of Brisbane, and really pleased to see it completed 6 months early. And this is part of a suite of infrastructure upgrades on the north side. We're seeing the Petrie roundabout upgrade there, that's another 30 million, and the diverging diamond interchange at Strathpine. We're going to see the Northern Transitway construction start soon. So we've got a record investment in road and rail infrastructure across Queensland, $26.9 billion over the next 4 years, and we're seeing the benefit of it right here near Stafford Road and South Pine Road on the north side. So thanks to all our crew, Bilby, who have been the contractors there, to finish 6 months early is an outstanding effort, and I know the locals will be really, really pleased to enjoy it. Can I also make just a couple of comments about the number of lives lost on our roads? We've already hit 100 for this year. That's the largest number for many, many years. And, you know, it's very concerning to me as the Minister for Transport and Main Roads and the government. What we're seeing is far too many people on the whole. The truth is, a lot of these crashes are people making very unsafe and poor choices and paying a terrible price for it. And also, really, a lot of people, sometimes it's other people pay a terrible and tragic cost because of someone's choice out there on the road. So we're investing in our roads. We've got a record level of road upgrades right across the state happening, but we need drivers to make safety their first priority every single time they drive. It is just not worth the risk of you know, a crash, a tragedy, a hospitalisation that changes someone forever if they do survive. That's the harsh reality about road safety. So I just plead with people, particularly our motorcyclists out there. We're seeing about a third of the fatalities have been motorcyclists. You know, that is very unusual. What we've been seeing is a lot of motorcycles above average have been sold in the last 12 months, post the peak of the pandemic in Australia. And I think we're seeing a range of people taking too many risks out there. And as we get into peak motorcycle riding season, the winter months are just perfect, great for the weekend, Saturdays, Sundays. I just plead with motorcyclists, enjoy it out there, but leave yourself some space and give yourself a buffer. Don't push it too hard. What we're seeing at the moment is some terrible tragedies, particularly amongst motorcycle riders. So what we'll see tomorrow is a Safer Roads Queensland Forum with all of our road safety stakeholders getting together. It is going to be a big year in terms of reforms in road safety. We'll see the cameras that identify people's mobile phone distraction and not wearing a seatbelt roll out from July. So if you're one of those people who takes a risk by having your phone to the ear while you should have both your hands on the wheel, you will be caught. If you're not wearing a seatbelt, you will be caught. These units will be right across the state and they will move around. So what I say to people is if you've got those unsafe and dangerous habits, get them out of your driving right now, because we'll be after you, and we're being very clear and we're very unashamed about it. That these cameras will pick up thousands of people doing the wrong thing. So put the phone away, put the seatbelt on, If you do those two things, you massively reduce the risk of having a crash and being involved in fatality or just a very serious crash. So thanks to all the stakeholders that are working with us tomorrow. You know, one of the really sobering statistics is the biggest killer of kids under 15 in this country is road trauma and crashes from on our roads. So if that's not enough motivation for people to drive safe, I'm not sure what is. It's also the second biggest killer of young people from ages 15 to 24. So please drive safely every single time. Your life depends on it. Your passengers and other people on the roads their lives depend on it as well. Yeah. Any questions?
Minister, later this year there'll be an alcohol interlock program. Can you talk a little bit more?
Yeah, look, we're going to be seeing also the unfurling of tough new laws in terms of drink driving on our roads. We're still seeing too much of that occurring, so we'll be toughening up the interlock laws so that targeting mid-range drink driving, so that if you get caught on that in that mid-range, you'll get an alcohol interlock on your car as a distinct option. We'll also be seeing a range of other things there as well in terms of targeting drink driving, mandatory education for people that are having trouble separating their drinking from their driving. So if you're drink driving, if you're not wearing a seatbelt, if you're being distracted by your mobile phone, there will be much tougher measures in place from the middle of this year, rolling through to the end of this year.
Obviously everyone else has their role to play, but what's the government also doing in terms of investing in road safety projects?
Yeah, look, we're seeing a massive commitment to road safety. We're targeted infrastructure funding of over $1 billion into road safety, so intersections that are being upgraded to make them safer. We are seeing more happening on Queensland roads than ever before. We're spending more than 50% on upgrading roads and rail right across Queensland compared to when we come into office. But what we need to see is the infrastructure does play some part, but the vast majority of crashes are people making really poor choices and paying a terrible price.
I've got one of the local members here.
Jim, come and join me, Jim. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah,
I might shake your hand.
Yeah, no, you're good to see you. Yeah, you want to say a few words, particularly about the Everton Park Link Road?
Absolutely, it's fantastic. It's fantastic infrastructure here on the north side. It's great to have the Minister here today. Thank you so much for coming. And I do want to endorse those important messages about people's behaviour, particularly around school zones, particularly around the major thoroughfares here on the north side. This link road will help people on the north side, not just in my electorate of Stafford, but right across the north side in getting rid of a bit of a chokehold here on the north side. So it's fantastic that it's ahead of schedule and here to provide really important infrastructure for the north side. So I thank the Minister and the government for delivering that. But again, on today's message in particular is around safety and around people's behaviour. And it's a really important message that we should all take to heart. Thanks, Minister.
Thanks, Jim. Great to have Jim Sullivan, our member for Stafford, with us, doing a great job. Any other questions? No? All good? Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. We're going to go for a drive on the road now. Awesome.
Where's your bike?